Okay, boys, let's talk about update 2.0.5. This is the update that's coming next Tuesday, and it's got a lot of good quality changes that are coming, as well as some exotic tuning, and will be the update that's going to be focusing on trace rifles as well. First up, let's talk about the exotics that are going to be tuned. Wish Ender, it's going to get an increase in base damage. They're going to fix an issue where the broadhead perk would not properly activate under certain circumstances, which would result in a loss of damage. It most definitely needs a hefty increase in damage for it to be a viable weapon in Crucible. Given the fact it is an exotic, and it's the highest impact bow in the game, it should be hitting significantly harder than our other bows. Malfeasance is also going to get a tuning, increased explosive shadow detonation damage. Now in Crucible, it's 20 damage per tick, and 5 ticks go off whenever you activate that explosive shadow detonation. I'm wondering how much damage it's actually going to do now in Crucible. Considering how much competition Malfeasance have, especially in that 180 department against Luna's Howl and Not Forgotten, it's gotta offer something here to compete. It's also gonna get an increase in damage against Taken and Invaders. So we'll just have to see. Honestly, I mean, it could be a slight bump in damage, or it can be just outright deadly, like just guns an Invader down when they come in. If that's the case, then yeah, it might actually have a place here. Trace rifles. This was something I noticed when I played with trace rifles. We reviewed them right after Forsaken, and I noticed that there were perks that were not working with it. It is categorized technically as an auto rifle. You'll now spawn with 50 ammo in Crucible, and you'll benefit from the following armor perks: auto rifle loader, unflinching auto rifle aim, auto rifle targeting, precision weapon targeting, and auto rifle dexterity. Now, I honestly think this might be a typo on precision weapon targeting. That does not actually say anything about auto rifles. I think they mean scatter weapon targeting, because in the actual description itself, it mentions auto rifles. The biggest thing to take note of out of all of this is that they did not mention auto rifle scavenger perks working with trace rifles. Now, currently the ammo economy surrounding trace rifles is very strange. If I was to kill someone in Crucible with a shotgun and then pick up their special ammo without any scavenger perks, I know I get at least 1 round. With trace rifles, given the fact that it is an odd weapon type to begin with and it uses up special ammo, the amount of ammo you get back per ammo brick is just a random amount. Sometimes it's just 4. Like it's weird. And then sometimes it's 8 or 9 or 10. So I'm glad that all of these armor perks are now going to be able to affect trace rifles in a positive way. But I think the huge reason why you don't see more of them in Crucible is because the ammo economy for them is just outright broken. And we're not even getting into the fact that scavenger perks don't apply here to trace rifles. Or if they do, it's such a small amount that I haven't even noticed it. What's unfortunate about this entire thing is that we talk about weapons that can counter shotguns. Trace rifles are actually wonderful weapons to counter shotguns. So I'm really hoping the ammo economy surrounding trace rifles gets a fix. Now, before we get further into this and look at all the other things that are going to be changing, I do want to mention we do not need to forget Oathkeeper. Oathkeeper is still bugged. It's still not reducing the draw time there. It is a hunter exotic that's supposed to reduce the draw time for bows. It has been acknowledged by Bungie that it is bugged, but as of right now, we have not heard a fix for it in place just yet. Masterwork Cores. Masterwork Cores will now be renamed Enhancement Cores, and there's now going to be more sources that will award Enhancement Cores. They'll be added to the Scrapper bounties and 6 of the Spider weekly bounties. So it's just getting a name change, and we're going to be able to get more of them. Good. Quest-related exotics are going to be removed from the loot pool. This is huge. I recently got an Ace of Spades despite doing the quests. And I'm pretty sure the way it works is if you hadn't done the quest before, then you would not have received those exotics to begin with. It's only until after doing the quest and unlocking that exotic does that exotic get added to the regular loot pool, which is super unfortunate because the whole reason of doing the quest is to get that exotic, not to unlock it to be received through some level of RNG. They're also toning down exotic duplicate drops. So this can go one of two ways. Either we're gonna see an outpour of exotics, or it could just be drier than ever. Exotic drop rates in Destiny has always been a weird one, and you really can't gauge it until after the fact. Banshee is also gonna be accepting 25 gunsmith materials at a time. Material exchange between Spider will be much faster. You're also going to get an increase in stack size for ghost fragments from 10 to 20, and a reduced shader dismantle from 1 second to 1/4 of a second. Also in the weeks to come, boys, we're going to be looking at double infamy and triple infamy coming to us on these dates. So fellas and ladies, that is your TWAB for this week. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm excited to see some of these exotics getting some love. They're needing it. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to be putting together a video for 5 to 10 exotics that desperately need to be buffed. And I've got some pretty decent ideas on how we can do that. So fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.
Not when you hold